Good morning and welcome to this morning's ULI Europe Conference program.
Welcome everyone to the first ever virtual ULI Europe Conference.
I'm delighted to be joined by more than 1,200 members from all across the world.
Opportunities like this week's conference to share experiences and ideas with each other are more important than ever.
It is key for us to make the most of the current environment and anticipate the future.
We take pride in crafting solutions that are future-proof and that endure not only a pandemic, but weather all sorts of challenges.
We as a sector can and should do so much more.
The cities needs a new strategy to create a collaborative society, to change people's mentality, and to allow people to identify with the place where they are living.
We can shape the future of our industry together.
I'm looking forward to an interesting discussion with a fantastic lineup.
All of this together should make this discussion a fascinating one.
Enjoy it?
Enjoy the session.
I'm very pleased to introduce Peter Frankopan, Professor of Global History and Senior Research Fellow at Worcester College, Oxford University. Peter, over to you.
Big problems are always there, but we're just not very good at always looking for them. So hopefully by flagging some of those coming towards us, that'll give some food for thought.
Also, in terms of securing that longer-term recovery, we're seeing a lot of governments think about the green transition, and this is something that I very much welcome, and also in terms of the digital transition.
Welcome, Lord Foster. You've certainly asserted that cities are the future of our society, of our civilization. But what gives you optimism that that will be the case?
Because of the lessons of history. The story of cities is really the story of crises. And without exception, cities have bounced back stronger and better after a crisis.
What is the roadmap to creating social impact?
We said in the report that actually the Sustainable Development Goals are a good place to start when we think about what benefits society. They are goals to tackle poverty and inequality and build a more prosperous world.
You need designers and you need engineers. And I think it's the responsibility of the city not only to bring them together to be really, really creative, but also give space and present themselves also in public space to what they're created.
Technology in commercial real estate really has changed quite dramatically in the last number of years. Have you found that adoption or people's reception to technology in real estate is changing?
Candidly, the real estate industry is behind many other industries who have already been through this kind of digital transformation.
Everybody in the city, institutions, private investors, national governments, we cooperate to do our best. So that spirit has changed the way we worked in Milan, because we know that we can do what we say.
Has COVID affected your strategy in any way?
The famous economist Schumpeter, who said that the destruction produces something, sometimes better. We need to take this pandemic also as an opportunity.
I believe ULI is perfectly suited to deliver a zero-emission strategy for its membership, meeting the urgency of the challenge we're faced with.
You know, they don't teach you this in business school, but I've learned it now. That actually you would think that's the really terrible time to start a business, but it's actually a really good time.
We'll be debating today the future of the office. Office buildings have a strong future. So, overwhelmingly, 85% of our respondents think the office building has a strong future.
Below 30, they strongly express their desire to come to the office. Many reasons for that. They want to learn, and they have realized they were learning a lot quicker when they could ask a question to the neighbor instead of sending an email, etc., etc. They want to be part of a community.
I believe we're entering into the age of human, based upon distributed workforces working in a multi-dimension manner and supported by distributed workplaces. And I've used the label omni-working because we can work any place, anywhere, anytime.
Our polling results are in. Chris, you managed to double your score to 33% of the audience now thinking the office future may not be so strong.
Describe how Paris is looking into the application of that framework.
Our ambition is really to make every school what we call the capital of the neighborhood, because we really think that schools can be central spaces for citizenship.
Let's now turn to Asia to get a perspective on the retail market.
I'm in the luxury sector. Is it about wealth? Yes, but it's not really. It's about lifestyle.
lifestyle has very, very fundamentally shifted. How you work with the architects and how you bring in culture and art is a very, very important piece of the equation.
We've covered a lot of ground across 2 days, and in this, our final session, I'll be moderating a panel discussion to bring all those pieces together.
The very reason why we have bigger cities is that there is the centralization of resources, of know-how, talent, education, investment, employment, and essentially connecting people.
I hope you have all enjoyed this year's ULI Europe Conference and that it has provided you with useful insights and the opportunity to make new connections. Most importantly, I look forward to seeing you again in person at next year's event. Thank you.